afternoon, racing fans. Welcome to another day of racing. Very interesting 9 race program on the card. Let's get into it right away. The first race, we have a field of 9, 6 furlongs. 3 of them. 1, Dixie Breeze. 5, Better Than COVID. 6, The Real Identity. Real Identity ran a very good race on last. Finish up second behind stable companion, the Hot Dancer. This horse is the horse to beat. And I will not waste much time. I'm gonna go with Real Identity to beat stable companion Dixie Breeze. And for third, Better Than COVID. For fourth, Briscoe. Race 2, non-winners of 2, imported 4 years and out maiden, 5 furlong round, field of 7. I'm gonna boil it down to 4 of them. 1, Chinita Estrella. 3, Global Machine. 4, Social Mischief. 7, Military Light. Chinita Estrella, third by 7.5 behind Galloping Dubelos. And last, that was a very good run. Trip has now reduced to 5 rounds. Chinita Estrella will be a dangerous horse come Saturday. Global Machine was in that same race, third by 3.5. Ramin Gordon remains the rider. Global Machine will run well once again. Social Mischief, I tipped this horse on last. Walk out the box, ended up third by 8.25 length, beaten by Sonogram. And that was over the 5 straight. Now they are coming around the bend, and I expect Social Mischief to finally put it across these. And on the outside, horse number 7, Military Light, with the Sneaky Fox, will come running on in deep stretch. But my firm choice in race number 2, horse number 4, Social Mischief, to beat horse number 1, Chinita Estrella. For third, number 3, Global Machine. And for fourth, Military Light. Moving on, race 3. Numbers of 2, imported 5 years and up, maiden 7 furlong, a field of 9. This race is very tricky because these horses beat each other from time to time. And I would implore punters to go deep. As a matter of fact, if you have the funds, once you find 1 or 2 banker, then you can go with all. However, I'm going to boil it down to 5 of them. And that's 1, Coalition. 2, Blitz Strike. 3, Waterman John. 6, Money Box. And on the outside, horse number 8, Xyphonic Steel. Coalition ran well and last, beaten by Hot Dancer. The figure 8 is now on, and I expect Coalition to run well once again. Blitz Strike broke slow, ended up 4th by 15 length. They have now called for Wesley Henry to ride, and I expect Blitz Strike to put up a good fight. Waterman John This horse continues to disappoint. However, 56 kilo and last, now down to 52, compliments of Shane Richardson. Waterman John should put up a good fight once again. Money box. This is a horse I like to win this race. Didn't do badly on last. 6 by 7 lengths and beaten by Jack Daniel. This horse came back on the 4th of the 4th, 7 furlong in 129, and on the 19th of the 4th, 7 furlong in 133.2. Not a bad work for this kind of company. As no chain stable, they have replaced Shakes with Tajay Suku, and I expect Money Box to beat these. Xyphonic Steel with Robert Halladine, I expect another good run from Xyphonic Steel. Finished second by 10 and a quarter, beaten by Hot Dance and last. That was over 5 furlongs straight. I think Xyphonic Steel is now stretched out a little, and as such, I'm gonna make Money Box, horse number 6, my top choice to beat Xyphonic Steel. For third, Coalition. For fourth, Blitzstrike. And for fifth, Waterman John. Moving on to race number 4. It's a Clifford Gray Sprint. Optional claiming 500 down to 400. 5 furlong straight, a field of 8. 4 of them. 1. Magical Mood. 2. Phonometer. 5. Rusty. 8. Air of Fire. Magical Mood has been getting fitter and fitter with each run. Went up to 700,000 and last, finished third by 5 and a quarter. Now back down to 500. I expect Magical Mood to put up a great fight. Phonometer beats Rusty and My Sunshine on last after hopped out of the gate. My Sunshine came back, step up in class, beats a good field. I expect Phonometer to beat these once again. Rusty, very dangerous horse, no chain stables. There are no call for Richie Shakes. Rusty will run well once again. And on the outside, horse number 8, Air of Fire. Air of Fire is seeking a 3-timer. Didn't beat much on last, but assault JJ the striker. However, the handicap is in Air of Fire's favor. 55 kilo, 55.5 kilo last, and are now down to 48 kilo. They are called for the female rider Joy Haynes. I think they want to give this female rider a winner now. However, I think Phonometer will prove too strong in the end, and I expect horse number 2, Phonometer, to beat horse number 5, Rusty. For third, the improving Magical Mood, and for fourth, the Hat-Trick Seeker, Air of Fire. Race 5. Non-race of 3 imported, 5 years and up, non-race of 2, field of 10. I'm going with 4 of them. 1. Princess Ifya. 3. Kismet. 6. Manushi. 10. Best Daughter-in-Law. Princess Ifya. This horse ran a blind and last, and beaten by Era's Reign. And that was over 5.5 furlong. The trip has now reduced to 4 furlong. The only problem I have with this horse is coming from post position 1. However, Princess Ifya have enough speed, can tack across, and I expect a good run from Princess Ifya. Kismet came out of that same race, slow into stride, finished third by a length, beaten by Aria's Reign. I expect Kismet to run another good race once came out of that starting gate. Manushi ran a poor race on last. But if you look at January 26 with Shane Ellis, 54.5 kilo, when beaten by Equinox. Manushi ran a good race on that day. They have no call for Joy Haynes. As I said before, they seems to want to give Joy Haynes a winning ride. And I would not be at least surprised if Manushi upset this field. However, the horse to beat, in my estimation, is horse number 10, Best Daughter-in-Law. Where's the Henry? This horse has the right jockey aboard. Where's the Henry, as you know, is a front runner rider, likes to be on the lead. And once Where's the Henry puts Best Daughter-in-Law in front, it's going to be very difficult to get back to this horse drawn on the outside. And as such, I'm going to make horse number 10, Best Daughter-in-Law, to beat Kismet, for third, Princess Ifia, and for fourth, Manushi. But I will not be at least surprised if Manushi creates an upset in this race. Moving on to race number 6. It's another imported 2 years and up. Maiden, a field of 12. 8 furlongs a trip. 3 of them. 8, Princess Catalea. 11, Mila K. 12, Monster Vigorous. Princess Catalea ran a blind on last. Came with a late burst. Just got beaten by a head. I expect Princess Catalea to run another good race. 11, Mila K. Returned from a break, slow into stride, ended up third by 15 lengths, beaten by the General. Came back on the 19th of the 4th, worked 5 in 105. With that blowout, I think Mila K is the horse to beat come Saturday. And on the outside, horse number 12, Monster Vigorous, was in that same race, was right up in the pace with them, ended up second by 14.5 lengths. I expect Monster Vigorous to run another good race. But for me, I'm going to go with horse number 11, Mila K, to beat Princess Catalea, who will come flying home. And for third, Monster Vigorous. For fourth, Rock Them. And for fifth, Lady Lauren. Moving on to race number 7. This is a very competitive race. Any of these 9 horses can win. 6 furlong the trip. However, I'm going to boil it down to 4 of them. 1, Zulu Warrior. 5, King's Crown. 6, Play Fair. 7, Undisclosed Location. Zulu Warrior, slow in the stride and last, beaten by Blue Sensation and Oil Machine. I expect another good run from Zulu Warrior. King's Crown. King's Crown was 1 pace in that race, won by My Sunshine and Undisclosed Location. The blinkers off, visor on. Radish Roman maintains the ride. This horse works 49 flat on the 21st of the 4th. I expect King's Crown to run a very good race once again. Play Fair, still in the stride behind Blue Sensation, ended up 5th by 5 lengths. Came back on the 14th of the 4th, 3 in 36.4, and on the 21st of the 4th, 4 in 49. Play Fair will be a dangerous horse come Saturday. My idea of the winner is horse number 7, Undisclosed Location. Second by a shorted, beaten by My Sunshine on that day. The Cardenas now calls to do duties, and I expect Undisclosed Location, horse number 7, to beat horse number 6, Play Fair, For third, King's Crown. And for fourth, horse number 1, Zulu Warrior. However, this race can go either way. It's very competitive, and I would not be at least surprised if any one of these horses should win this race. But I'm going to make horse number 7, undisclosed location, my top choice. Moving on to race number 8, 9 furlong and 25 yards, sorry, a field of 9. And I think H2O has a simple task here. I'm not going to waste much time in this race. I'm going to go with H2O to beat horse number 8, Princess Chris. For third, horse number 5, Fearless Mission. Rounding off your superfecta, you can go with horse number 9, Kusmi. Ninth and final, the World Vet Day Trophy. Overnight allowance horses, 8 furlong, a field of 12. Another competitive race. However, I'm going to boil it down to 5 of them. 4, Divine Force. 7, Perfect Brew. 9, Rhythm Buzz. 10, Fearless Soul. 12, Sheer Delight. Divine Force, beaten by champion Bubbly and Last, came back on the 20th of the 4th, 4 in 48, 2 alongside Supernatural Power. The visors off. They have no call for Tyrese Anderson. I expect Divine Force to run a very good race. 7, Perfect Brew, beaten by Legacy Eyes on Last, 4th by 6 lengths. On the 6th of the 4th, this horse works 49.2. On the 13th of the 4th, 7 furlong in 128 by 115.1. And on the 20th of the 4th, 5 furlong in 101. Perfect Brew will be a dangerous horse comes Saturday. Number 9, Rhythm Buzz. This is the class horse in this race. And this horse is working quite decent. On the 20th of the 4th, 7 furlong in 129. Pull up in a minute. 1 by 114.1. They replace Behari Radish Roman, now called to do duties. 57 kilo, but Rhythm Buzz will be a dangerous contender. Fearless Soul. This horse slow into stride on last and still managed to finish 3rd by 6 lengths, beaten by Morgan and Company. I didn't expect to see Fearless Soul return so quickly. However, trainer Philip Fiani knows best, and I'm not going to leave Fearless Soul out of my permutations. And on the outside, horse number 12, Sheer Delight, has been at the overnight allowance on the last 3 occasions. Not doing badly. I expect Sheer Delight to run another good race. However, the manner in which Perfect Brew is working, I'm gonna go with Perfect Brew to beat Divine Force. For 3rd, Rhythm Buzz. And for 4th, Fearless Soul. For 5th, Sheer Delight. This race can go either way, but definitely horse number 7 is my selection. That's it for me, racing fans. Have a good day, and as usual, I'm asking you to like, share, subscribe to this channel. Best of luck. See you at the races.